And you're live.
Like pineapple on pizza. Are you pro?
I've never had it, so I can't make a
You can
informed
you've had
judgment.
pineapple, right?
Well, yeah, I've had pineapple.
Okay.
I like pineapples.
You've had pizza as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so imagine a pineapple on a pizza and tell me how those things would come together in a way that would not be terrible. Yeah. Go ahead. Picture it. Do what you got to do. Get it in your mind.
I'm having a hard time imagining the taste of it.
Yeah, I imagine it tastes disgusting.
But if I have to take a stance on this, I'm against pineapple on pizza.
I'm with you. Like I don't get it. I don't get the idea. I saw a tweet. It was like, y'all really putting hot cheese and pineapple together. Like, in what other word we put hot cheese and fruit in something that like it's good?
I feel like
Think about that.
I feel like that is something that we do.
Well, with what?
What, hot cheese on a fruit? Fondue.
What? Fondue. What do you put fondue with? What do you eat fondue with? Who does that? What? I've never
When I
seen
think
that.
of fondue,
No.
isn't fondue also chocolate though?
Yeah, I thought
Or
you
it
did
is
chocolate and strawberries. No. Why would you put cheese and strawberries together?
I don't.
Okay,
I
why?
just put
Who?
pineapple on my pizza.
Who? Who's putting cheese and strawberries together? I'm sad about this. I want to know who it is, and I demand if you put strawberries and cheese together, I want you on the show, and I want to talk to you. I promise to not talk to you in a judgmental tone. I just want to understand who you are as a person and where you've been in life and what led you to such a weird, sad existence. I'm sorry. That sounded hard. I meant it. No, I'm not sorry. No, don't do that. That's awful. Why would you do that? No.
I feel like we should do some investigative reporting, maybe dedicate a whole show to us having a whole spread of different fruits, trying to figure out
which one you put hot cheese with.
Yeah, what hot cheese complements best on the palate.
Yeah, that'd be. I just want to ask Gordon Ramsay what he thinks. Like, whatever Gordon Ramsay said is the right answer, and I'm willing to be wrong if Gordon Ramsay says that I am. I accept anything Gordon Ramsay says. The GOAT. Love Gordon Ramsay.
Sure.
I mean, you can imagine why I love Ramsay though. He's witty and he talks bad about people. He's a good slanderer. You know, I love some good slander, Levi.
He's cool.
I love some good slander. He's also like ridiculous at cooking. It makes no sense how good he is. I be getting mad watching him. Like, how do you do that so fast?
Yeah.
Why do you do that in like 10
seconds? A whole fish.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
In like 10 minutes. It's ridiculous. Shout out to Ramsay. But we are here in the building. France, what up? I see you in the comments. Welcome to another week of Not the Experts. He's gonna get to it. I'm Titus, that's Levi. We're at Butler Multimedia Production Studios. I got so much energy right now. Levi, let's get to Not the Experts, bro. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I forgot to, we had polls, so I should probably pull that up if that's what we do. And Note the Experts, as always, go on our Twitter at NTE Podcast.
Thanks, that.
We have weekly polls, which we only have one this week.
Oh, sweet. That's good.
And it was your one gotta go from last week.
What was my one gotta go from last week? Oh, I remember it. Let me guess it.
All right.
No, I don't. Never mind. I gave up.
You had a choice between
Hershey's, Nestle Crunch, Reese's, and M&M's.
Yeah, M&M's.
No one said that in the background. I knew it.
Chocolate M&M's, right?
It can be the brand.
Yeah, I don't think
We didn't specify.
that.
Yeah, we didn't specify. We probably
I
should
did
have,
specify that on Twitter though. I kind of just threw that out there because
That's
someone
fair.
had asked. But Crunch
Fair
Bar.
question.
It was actually kind of a close race. Crunch Bar won 36%.
They got rid of Crunch Bar?
Yeah, they got rid of Crunch Bar. I don't think
I am so sick
I don't think
of
these
y'all.
people have had a good Crunch Bar.
Apparently
in their
not.
life.
Have you ever chilled a Crunch Bar? Like put in the refrigerator for a little
Yeah.
bit? It's fire.
That's why I mean any type of chocolate my dad's gonna put it in the refrigerator. Or
I like
freezer.
his style. I like his style for sure.
Second place. So this
I'm
is the
upset.
one
I'm
I
already
thought
mad.
was gonna win. I think we
Yeah.
both had this Hershey's.
Yeah.
The Hershey's
Yeah.
chocolate
Hershey's
bar.
like bottom tier chocolate bar.
Oh, actually, no, I'm wrong. Hershey's was third place. They got 27%. 28% was M&M's.
Huh? People would rather. Okay. I don't understand y'all. I really don't.
And Reese's was last, rightfully so.
Reese's shouldn't have gone, but like they got rid of M&M's over Hershey. I'm sad. That makes me sad. That makes me sad for humanity. And wonder why the world is the way it is.
I gave up on the audience after the whole second base. The Atlanta Braves second base one got to go.
did,
When
yeah.
Marcus Giles gets voted out, that's when I know
That's the first
these
time
people
you
don't
felt-
know anything.
That's the first time you felt my one got to go pain.
Yeah.
Or my poll pain in general.
Well,
the polls always go against me. So.
I don't know.
Yeah, you welcome to the world. Welcome to
He's
the
got
world.
weird taste.
I'm upset. I'm mad about that. But okay, let's move. Let's go.
All right.
We have other notes this week.
What's
don't.
popping?
What's popping, bro?
Brand
How you
new whip
feel?
just hopped in. I got options. I can pass her like Stockton.
Bro,
What's popping? New segment,
Facts that.
right?
We saw
So-
what's going on. What's been
Yeah.
going
Well,
on
this
during the
is
week.
what's popping in pop culture.
Right.
Yeah. So now we're gonna highlight something in
what's
pop
poppin'?
culture we
Parentheses.
liked or listened to, watched this week. Right?
Headline. Yeah, headline. What's popping? Subtitle in culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just couldn't
That's how
fit
it
in
goes.
culture
Yeah,
on
it
the
can fit there.
sidebar.
It'll fit on a t-shirt though. So what's popping, Levi? What's popping in your world this week?
Last weekend I
Mhm.
watched Space Force for the first time.
How was that? Because I'm kind of iffy on it.
So
I was kind of scared to start
I've
it.
seen up to through the first 3 episodes.
Okay.
So Space Force isn't a sit down. Oh, I gotta binge this. I gotta keep
Oh,
watching
okay.
it.
You ain't got the
but-
power.
I think it is. People are poo pooing on it way too early. I mean, it's just one season, and the
Yeah.
first season's always the setup season. You know, I thought it was pretty good, and to me it was surprisingly balanced on the political scale, because I was thinking, Space Force, this just sounds like we're gonna poo poo on the upcoming Space Force and
Which
all that.
would have been acceptable, but
Do it.
would have been acceptable, but
Yeah,
continue.
but
I feel
they kept it pretty even.
you. Okay.
You know, they
Yeah.
had both sides in there.
Mhm.
So and they actually highlight actually you could learn some stuff in Space Force, and actually why the branch is a branch now in the government and the importances of it. So, but of course a lot of it is parody as well.
I got skeptical
You
vibes.
look
Yeah,
skeptical,
I mean,
like there's
learning something from a Steve Carell show just seems like something that's not going to happen. From a Steve Carell comedy, it seems like something that's not supposed to happen.
I'm not saying it's an educational sitcom, but
Okay.
there's always, truth and funny. So
Okay. I'll let you have that. I haven't
Yeah.
watched it yet, so I won't speak on that.
Yeah.
I've been iffy because I'm like, I know that I saw mixed reviews on it, so I didn't know if I wanted to go into it or not. I'm like, y'all seem a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know whether I wanted to go into it or not.
I would say give it a chance. Give
yeah.
it a chance.
Yeah. So well, I don't know if you know about the HBO Max thing that rolled out the other
Yeah,
week.
I heard about it.
So like I copped it because they sent me a promo for it.
What's the difference between HBO Max and HBO Go?
HBO Max has like the HBO and NBC universe, all that. They got like HBO, DC, Cartoon Network. Like it's basically everything. It's maximum
okay.
like as much things as possible.
But
And-
HBO Go is still an option to get.
I think HBO Go turned into HBO Max.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what happened because you've had HBO Now turned into HBO Max. You've had HBO Now subscription, you could go to Max.
Also, can I plug something real quick?
happening?
I'm
Go
sorry. As we're talking about what's popping,
Mhm.
feel free to comment on our live chat, Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah, tell
what's
us
popping with you.
Yeah, let us know.
If you watch something new, listen to something new that
That's a
you really
fact.
like,
That's a
or something
fact.
we should check out. All right, I'm sorry. Anyways,
yeah,
go ahead.
I forgot what I was saying. What was I saying?
HBO Max.
Oh yeah, HBO Max. So they got the Fresh Prince up there, which is the main reason I was into it.
Oh yeah.
Every season of the Fresh Prince is up there, so I cop it. I binged through the whole Fresh Prince in like 2 weeks. Whenever HBO Max came out, I've been there since day one. So with the day HBO Max started to now, I've finished Fresh Prince probably last week.
That's what's up.
Yeah, still holds up, by the way. Very fire.
Oh yeah, it does.
Very fire.
Yeah, for sure.
Rest in peace, James Avery. And then I started the show Insecure. I don't know if you're familiar with that, by Issa Rae. Yeah, it's not in your culture specifically. It's more.
Whoa.
It's more. It's I'm saying it's a very black show.
Thanks, Titus.
It's a very black show. I started that. I avoided
I've
for a
seen
while.
Menace to Society. Okay. I've seen Bad Boys.
Okay.
Boys in the Hood.
Okay. You seen Boys in the Hood?
Yeah, I've seen Boys in the Hood.
Interesting.
My favorite out of the three I just listed is Menace to Society.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I can't understand how homie gets away with he kills like 5 different people casually in the movie. And nobody says anything about it. It's just done. Just walk away casually.
That's it.
I just love the casualness of it.
I respect that.
Ooh, we got a good comment, but
okay.
You can keep.
But yeah, I started Insecure. It's on its 4th season this year. It's just like kind of a show about relationships, friendships, and all that stuff. It's a very interesting show. It's very interesting to watch as a male because it's kind of a female geared show. So it's very interesting to watch as a dude because like I have a different perspective than most people that watch it just because I'm in a different world, you know.
Yeah,
but it's a very fun show. It's better than it's really good. I see why people like it. All the characters are really captivating in that show.
What's it called? Insecurities?
Insecure, yeah. Insecure, yeah.
So I got 3 comments about the highlight. First one is from our boy Frog.
Frog, what's goody?
Yeah, if I'm correct, he says he watches that show and it's awesome.
Salute, Frog. Yeah,
but we like to claim Frog might not be white. Just because of a lot of his interests and also the fact he's the only white guy I know who has, was it sickle cell anemia? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Huh. So he broke the stereotype or broke the
common
realm there. Yeah, because a lot of people have floated out like white people can't get that, but
yeah.
he's got it. And he got 2 thumbs up, so I'm right on that. And Lawrence, Seaweed, shout out. We call him Seaweed. He says he's watching or has been watching the Jeffrey Epstein documentary.
Ooh, I don't know if I'm
Have you watched that?
Nah.
Yet? Oh yeah.
These documentaries about these like super. See, the thing with documentaries is I needed to be people that weren't terrible when I like very recently. I needed to be people that were terrible in like the 80s and stuff.
Yeah.
So I can be like, oh wow, that's a crazy person back then. I don't need it to be too current. I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah. So Seaweed said, "Bleep is wild," and so I haven't seen this yet. But I heard 2 reviews of this series that makes me, I will probably not click on it. Number 1 is my buddy Jack, who's actually the one who showed me Space Force. I went over to his place and we put it on. He asked me if I'd seen the Jeffrey Epstein documentary, told him no. And he said he couldn't get through like the 2nd episode.
Sheesh.
He said, I barely got through the 1st episode. He said I couldn't watch anymore.
Incredibly dark.
But the review I heard before his review, you know, you're familiar with David Sampson, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So I listened to his podcast, Nothing Personal.
How is that?
It's actually pretty good.
Okay.
I mean, it's just good to see that side of it, you know? And of course...
Because David's such a sleazeball, but he's so good at hiding it.
Yeah, he is.
So, like, I be trying to...
But he also... He brings a...
His perspective is always interesting. Yeah, his perspective is always super interesting, for sure.
But, anyways, so for those of you who don't know, he's a ex-president of the Miami Marlins.
And Montreal Expos.
He is a Jewish man, but not necessarily religious, or I guess you could classify him as an atheist. And I'm saying this because it's important.
Yeah.
So he described the documentary as... I can't say this, I'll just paraphrase it, but he said something along the lines of, if you believe in a God, there's no way your God is real because he allowed this man to walk on earth. And I was like, well, that's all I need to hear right there. I'm not watching this. He said it was so sick and just disgusting and grotesque of just what this man was. And then he said he couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
And it was hard for him to get through it.
Yeah.
So that's all I need to hear. And I'm probably not going to watch it.
Yeah.
And then last comment got on here from Dante is Gangs of London is fire.
What's
Definitely
that
a good series. I
Down
don't know.
Netflix? Comment and tell us what that's
Yeah,
on.
Dante, let us
think I've
know
heard of
what's
that.
Gangs of London on.
Yeah, because I started, speaking of shows like, well, it's not a gang show, but like the show Money Heist. I started it.
Oh, yeah.
The thing with Money Heist, bro, I don't know if it's an American thing, but because that's a show from Spain. It's a show in like from the country of Spain. I don't know if it's an American thing. That show is too slow. Bro, they start the first season, they already doing the heist.
Oh, nice.
The whole first season is in
Yeah.
the bank.
That's why, like,
And the second season, they still in the, because you know you can look forward and look at the pictures.
Yeah.
They still in the bank in the second season. I said, I'm not doing this to you for 2 years. Get the money and get out the bank. I'm not doing this to you for 2 seasons. I refuse. I can't do it. So I couldn't finish it. 'Cause I'm not gonna be in the bank for 2 years, bro.
Yeah.
America, you got one season to have one storyline going, and you might not even get the whole season. We might want to wrap up before like the last episode of the season. So, but in Spain, they drug it out. They just in the bank, 2 seasons, 2, and these are like 45-minute episodes at that. Not 30. It's a full 45 minutes in a bank. There's not that much happening, dog, at the bank heist. It can't be. It just can't be that much going on. So I had to stop. It was too slow. But yeah.
Did you hear about, speaking of that, side note, did you hear about the guy who got arrested for breaking into a bank, but it wasn't for robbing the bank?
No.
He was just trying to find a microwave to warm up his Hot Pocket.
I respect that.
Yeah.
I get it.
So, and then
the
they
Hot
asked
Pocket-
him, they said, was it worth it, getting arrested over warming up a Hot Pocket?
Hot
and he said,
Pockets.
of course, it's a Hot Pocket.
It's a valid
worth
argument
it.
to me.
But I would say Hot Pockets are one of the most overrated microwavable foods.
Oh, they're not great.
Like,
They're
they're
not great at
terrible.
all.
Hey,
It's,
look,
it's
if
like,
you can even taste it after the first bite of just singeing your tongue off, it's not that good.
you're supposed to let it
It's-
stand for 1 minute, bro. That's why it says it on the. It
It
says
takes
let
way
stand,
longer
bro.
than a minute.
It says let stand.
All
I never
right.
do that. I never follow the let stand thing. Look, because I'm not losing all that goodness. But yeah, the thing with Hot Pockets is like the outside's not crispy, the inside is, and I be getting mad. Like the crisp thing doesn't cover the whole Hot Pocket, so it's like I want my whole thing crispy. I don't want part of the Hot Pocket crispy. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's my thing with them. But yeah, I mean, for $2, you can do worse. It's $1 a pocket.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's 2 pockets in. It's 2 pockets in the pack.
I'd rather eat the $2 than eat a Hot Pocket.
That's a hot take.
Yeah.
That's a very hot take.
I'm gonna put that on a poll. Would you rather eat
$2 or a Hot Pocket?
or a Hot Pocket?
Hot
Because
Pockets.
I'd rather eat
It's
$2.
a catchy jingle.
Yeah.
It's 2 words. Hot
It will
Pockets.
save my
Fire.
tongue, but it might ruin something else on my body. But
It's a fact.
I'll
What?
take that risk.
Which Hot Pocket do you go with if you go Hot Pocket? Like the pepperoni?
I guess. I mean,
I kind of say to the pizza flavors, like the pepperoni
Yeah.
or the 4 cheese.
yeah.
But the thing about Hot Pockets is like you gotta watch what crust you get, because then if you get the wrong one, you gotta get mints because your breath gonna be stinking, and nobody want to be around you with that.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's
Yeah.
like it's a slippery slope, bro.
It's good thinking.
Yeah.
The ham and cheese is quite delightful.
Is it?
Ham and
Okay,
cheese Hot
okay.
You
Pocket.
should
Yeah.
try the ham and cheese.
Okay, I'll try that. Yeah.
Hot Pockets are just trash, anyways. They should
I
call them trash pockets.
I respect your view on this,
Yeah.
but would you eat an off-brand Hot Pocket?
No, because I'm not going to eat a regular Hot Pocket. So why are we continuing this? Hot Pockets are trash.
We're gonna
Get
make a
them out
bet.
of here.
We're gonna have a bet on something this show, and if you lose, you're gonna have to eat an off-brand Hot Pocket.
Ooh,
So
a
yeah.
flaming hot.
Yeah, you talked in
It's
that,
fresh
yeah.
out of the microwave Hot Pocket.
Yeah.
All right, I'm down with that.
All right, bet.
I'll lose my tongue for it.
Yeah, we got any more comments?
Oh well, Gangs of London is on the Sky Network. On the Sky Network.
Oh, it's British. Okay, bet.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Because the
okay.
Sky Network is
Yeah,
it's British.
That's
It
a
said,
British. Network. I've seen things on Sky Network because I've seen
sports on
quote
the Sky
unquote
Network.
quote unquote free UFCs on the Sky Network plenty of
Yeah.
times.
Well-
Shout out to the internet.
And when I went to London, that's the year of the Falcons going to the Super Bowl. We were playing the Packers.
No.
No.
You meant the championship game.
Yeah. And so we went on down to one of
A
three
pub?
bars.
A pub.
Well, actually, this was a bar,
Oh,
not
okay.
a pub. There's only 3 bars in London that you can see American sports in.
Wow.
Yeah, in all of London, it's got a pub
That's a
on.
big country.
Yeah, every other store is a pub,
Yeah.
and you can only go to 3 different ones to see American
Interesting.
sports.
That's
So
interesting.
tune into the Sky Network over there in London.
Yeah. How packed was that? How packed was the bar? The super pack?
Oh, all right. Let me share with you this,
Yeah.
guys, for y'all listening at home. So, you know how we have NFL games every year over in London, and it's a growing sport, and people in London love it. Oh, they do, but they have no idea what is going on. I'm telling you what. Homie in the Green Bay Packers beanie couldn't even tell me, couldn't even say Aaron Rodgers' name. He was just like, I like that number 12. That number 12 is real good. And we're trying to tell him, like, hey, we're from Atlanta. Like, this is our thing right here.
Yeah.
And he's just like, yeah, I really like that number 12 and how he tosses around, the rugby. I don't know. But, yeah, none of them have no idea what's really going on. They don't really know any of the players' names. They're just repping the gear. I saw a Seattle Seahawks fan in there, and they're all cheering. But this is my favorite take on the Sky Network. One of the analysts, the only American analyst, football.
Yeah,
he was a special teams coach. That's the best they could do.
I mean, it's not terrible. I bet he's better than Rex Ryan. I bet he's better at his job than Rex Ryan.
You're telling me you're a $1 billion, entertainment sports company in London, one of the biggest cities in the whole world, and you can only get a former, not even an NFL, it wasn't even like a Division I team either. It was like a D2 college special teams coach.
Well, bro, I mean, see, if you...
Hey, I just want to tell Sky Network right now, me and Titus will take half of what that guy's taking, and we'll come do that.
I'm down to move to London for like half the year. I ain't gonna lie. I'll do that for sure. Fish and chips and all that, yeah. I'm good with it.
Yeah, but I don't know why I got off on that. But anyways, what's poppin'? Speaking of poppin', our pops. Sunday's Father's Day. It's Pops Day.
Yes, sir.
So it'll be popping on Sunday.
Yep, Sunday.
Without us, we won't be here on Sunday. And so we're like, hey, we got a great idea. Let's do a Father's Day show, the week before Father's Day, which would be today. But we're not the experts. So did we pull that off? No.
Nah,
our pops here? No.
That wasn't going to work. It wasn't going to work.
So we just want to give a little shout out. Especially with this being a sports show, I'm repping my King Griffey Jr. jersey in honor of my dad because he's one of the big Griffey fans that I know, or biggest ones. He's responsible for that for me because I think KG Jr. is the GOAT. But so thanks, Dad, for all that you've done for me, especially in sports and giving me good taste, like King Griffey Jr., the Braves, Jeff Gordon.
Go out your head.
Do what?
Nothing.
And he used to think, I had to break it to him a couple of years ago. He always thought that he was the reason I was an Alabama fan. And then I finally crushed his, spirit a couple of years ago. I really held that for like 20 years.
You did.
Or a little less than 20 years. I'll save that story for another day. But yeah, my dad is not the reason why I'm an Alabama fan. And bandwagon. I can't say anything. Bandwagoning is not the reason either. But stay tuned on another episode, and I'll let you know because I think I have one of the greatest, how you became a fan of something.
Okay,
yeah, stories. I think I had the greatest.
We should totally do that. We could do that one day. Yeah.
Because I don't even know why you're a Philly fan. Eagles fan.
Yeah, I have a story for that. Yeah.
So
it's kind of hustling backwards. The story's kind of hustling backwards for how I did it, but it paid off eventually. It eventually paid off. What up, Nick Foles?
So shout out to Pops, for sure. Steve Evans.
Shout out to Dad. My dad. Never mind, I'll take that off air. I'll take that off air. Shout out to my dad. We only like one of the same teams because I'm a little different. You know that. Been around for 27 years. You figured it out by now.
He's always got to go to.
Bro, the only team me and my dad have in common
like a salmon and a stream full of goldfish. Got to swim up it.
The only team me and my dad have in common is North Carolina. That's it. My dad's local with his fandom.
That's just because, y'all got roots.
I'm spread out. My fandom is spread out.
Yeah.
So, I don't have any local, fandom. Except I'm, a Hawks affiliate. I won't call myself a fan yet. I go to the games because the tickets aren't terribly priced. And Trae Young's exciting. But, yeah, thank you, Dad. You've always supported my opinions, even if they're not, if you don't necessarily agree. You've always encouraged me to think for myself and never discouraged that. So, I appreciate that. You formed the debater I am today that annoys people. It's partially your responsibility. So thank you for everything. You are. Love you. Yeah. So shout out to Pops.
Yeah, shout out to Pops.
So we can get into the topics now.
Yes, let's talk about good old Jameis.
Good old Jameis. What Jameis do? What good old Jameis
What
do
has
this week?
Jameis not done?
Was he not done?
Stealing crab legs to eating W's and
that crab leg
winning
story,
national championships, stealing it from Auburn.
He did steal that from Auburn. That's great.
I mean, that's the greatest thing Jameis Winston's ever done in my eyes.
These are facts.
It's taking that natty.
These are the facts.
On that ridiculously stacked FSU team.
That team
that was a stacked FSU
There's no reason
team.
the only reason that game was close to Jimbo Fisher is just not a championship level coach. Like literally, it's the only reason that game was close.
Yeah.
The game had no business being close.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had a quarterback playing quarterback, man. Auburn.
Oh yeah, cornerback.
Yeah, cornerback playing quarterback. That was
I don't want to talk about that.
Oh yeah, my bad. Forgot about that.
But so I think we have the quote. This is what Jameis said. He said earlier.
Talking this week.
Yeah, I think he said it last Sunday. It was pretty recent. There it is. So Jameis Winston said, "I know what I'm worth. Historically, I'm one of the best quarterbacks to play the game."
That is quite a take. He's right though. But he left out the part that he's also one of the worst at the same time.
Yeah.
The man went 30-30, bruh. He was the ESPN Sunday feature. If he was playing football, we'd be the lead into his show. Realistically. Like, wait, he went 33-30?
Jalen and Jacoby would be doing an after show
about his
for Jameis Winston.
His interceptions.
Yes.
Yeah, like Jameis, man, he's right, but he's also wrong. But I'll let you go first. Then I want to take this. I want to take this to the spin cycle.
Okay.
I'll do my spin cycle, but I want to take you there.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna say right now that even though I've had so much fun laughing at the expense of Jameis Winston, and
we will continue to do so.
Yes, and we will.
Absolutely.
And we will not stop. I do respect the man's confidence. I do respect the man's game as well. You know what? I want to say this. Jameis Winston probably made the smartest offseason move a quarterback has made in a while.
That's a fact, though.
And he's going to go ride the bench for a little bit.
Right.
Learn under a pretty good quarterback and a pretty good coach. And I think if he stays in that system or decides to leave after what he signed, 2-year deal?
I think it's 2 year, yeah.
Yeah. He'll be good. I think Jameis Winston down the road, we're not going to put him in one of the all-time greats, but he will be looked back on favorably. And I think he will improve a lot, cut the interceptions down. I think Jameis Winston is pretty good. I think it will be pretty good.
Yeah.
We'll remember him well.
Word. And I mean, if he can follow Teddy blueprint, he's got to be okay.
Yeah.
Bridgewater got paid, after a couple years there and playing a few games. Now, the thing with this quote from Jameis, right? You know why he can say he's one of the best? He's historically one of the best to play this game.
Why?
He did all this with bad eyes. The man just got LASIK this offseason. Look, man, I wear glasses. I know what it's like to not be able to see stuff with these off. Have you ever? One of the scariest things in life, Levi?
What's that?
Losing your glasses and not having glasses to find your glasses that you lost. That is a blind experience. You are just stuck in a maze of blur maze. And not the band. You just can't see anything. You're trying to find something that you can't see. It's awful. I've been there. It's just a hopeless feeling. All right. Imagine throwing a football with bad eyes.
Yeah.
In the NFL with big 200-pound dudes coming to kill you at the same time while you throw this thing. And he threw 30 touchdowns. He threw 30-something touchdowns, 30 picks. Because with bad eyes, he got LASIK. He can see now. He's gonna be in a LASIK commercial at 2 a.m. or something. One of those overnight commercials that just airs on one of those shopping networks. Jameis, yeah. So now imagine now I can see. Now I can do whatever I want. So yeah, that's why he did it. That's why he can say he's one of the best ever because he did all this with bad eyes.
Yeah.
And now he got good eyes.
Yeah.
So salute, Jameis.
Salute.
We believe in you. I mean, I don't really believe in you that much, but maybe you can turn it around.
Yeah, that's what makes me so skeptical about the whole LASIK eye surgery thing because. How could no one else tell this? From high school to NFL, how could anyone not say, hey, Jameis?
He openly squints when he's playing. Like, you see him, like, squinting.
Well, he's always squinting.
Yeah, that's why, because he can't see nothing. And no one, he's never cared to do it. I don't know if he didn't want to do it or what, but yeah. I guess you can't play in goggles on football. I don't know. In football, I don't know. But Jameis is a little different. He probably just was thinking it wasn't a problem. knowing him. He probably got his first eye exam ever.
We
like
do
this year.
We do have a retort
Oh, we have a
comment.
retort.
Frog says, I don't see how you can be a GOAT if you haven't even been near a championship in the NFL. He was a beast at FSU, though.
He took that seriously? Why you take that so serious? Why you take the GOAT thing so serious? Look, man, GOAT doesn't
Wait, you
mean
called him a
anything anymore.
GOAT? I didn't call him a
I don't
GOAT.
think- no. Well, he said he's one of the greatest all time. That's what he said.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, no,
I
he
mean,
won't be a GOAT.
Let's be real.
He won't be a GOAT.
GOAT doesn't mean anything anymore. We just
Yeah,
say it. We
we
say
like using the
it's
term
watered
GOAT.
down. Like
Yeah.
when people have watered down, GOAT stands for greatest of all time.
Yeah.
And people are like he's one of the GOATs with the S.
Yeah.
It can't be S. It's time. Greatest. It's a whole singular sentence. The whole sentence
Yeah.
is singular.
That's why only Michael Jordan's the GOAT.
Okay. But yeah, but yeah, man, Jameis, you go get it, bro. I'm glad you got your new eyes. Salute to you. Good old Jameis.
Good old James.
Yes.
Yeah.
So-
I think good career move. I think he
Very smart
will.
move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll be a lot better.
Right.
And so, yeah.
Do you think they should start him against Tampa twice just to mess with just like
They
for a
should.
revenge game? You
They
know what I'm saying?
should.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
But also, too, could we kind of attribute Jameis's success also to Bruce Arians and those wide receivers he got to throw to?
No.
Okay.
Because I feel like he was doing similar stuff before Bruce Arians. But Bruce got there.
Well,
and
when did Bruce get
Bruce
there?
been there like a year or two.
Who was there before him? Was that Cutter? Didn't they have
Yeah,
Dirk Cutter?
yeah, good old Cutter.
Yeah. Then he's
Yeah,
probably good
he's-
then. Because Dirk Cutter's trash. And who do the Falcons have now playing, calling the plays? It's Dirk Cutter.
He's still there, isn't he? The
He's
Falcons
back.
They did the weirdest thing ever, bro. I don't give. We'll get into. I guess we'll get into that more when football comes back. The Falcons is just that offseason is just weird.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's get into our expert of the week.
Expert of the week.
Yes.
Expert of the week.
You want me to go first?
Yeah,
I'll
you
first.
go ahead. Because I forgot. So you go ahead.
One of us always forgets every
Yeah.
time.
I'm trying to
My
rack my brain
expert-
now.
Of the week is Dave Chappelle. If you haven't seen his 846 special on, I don't even like calling it a comedy special because it was kind of comedy, but it was just kind of him talking. Dave's really good at speaking in a way that I didn't realize until this. Like he's really good at weaving stories together in a very real way. And it's 846.
That's what
special
makes
on
him the
YouTube.
GOAT.
Yeah, he's definitely he is the GOAT. Like there's nothing to talk about. He is the his 846 special is great, and go watch that. It's free on. It's up on YouTube.
Yeah, I've yet to watch it.
Yeah, Netflix put the whole thing out on YouTube. He just did it. He didn't plan on putting it out. He just did it with everything going on. Just dropped it. So y'all go check that out for sure. So Dave Chappelle, shout out to you, man.
My expert of the week
Mhm.
is going to continue with the theme of damage control. So we talked about this person last week, not necessarily negatively. We
Yeah.
had a nice conversation about it. I even chopped it up. In video editing, did I put it out? No, but I
Yeah,
may get to that.
You said that, and I'm like, wait, what? Did I miss a video?
Yeah, not the experts.
Facts.
Dabo Sweeney. Dabo Sweeney was out there on the front lines Saturday, Friday,
Yeah.
Saturday,
Yeah.
for Clemson, bunch of football players, bunch of people in the community, and students. They had their own organizing or protest.
Yeah.
3,000 people strong, I want to say.
Oh, that's how many showed up?
Yeah, I think it was like
Yeah.
3,000 people. And Dabo was right up there with Trevor Lawrence. And he did make the comment. I had the quote. I'm not going to go digging for it now, but it's pretty much kind of apologized. And I think he's actually taken the time. We did throw this out there. I think you said, well, can we question how willing Dabo is to learn about this?
Yeah.
Because he's been pretty consistent with his
Right.
narrative. Well, it sounds like he has learned more, and he apologized, and pretty much just said, paraphrasing, that he's learned more and didn't really have. He's gotten a better idea now.
Okay,
of
well,
everything.
Yeah, all I've asked, willing to learn, man.
Yeah.
Good. So good job, Dabo. Salute to you.
Dabo.
Dabo's a weird name.
Dabo's
Dabo's
such
that's
a millennial name too.
It's such a
'Cause don't you think
I feel like you can only be a college football coach with the name Dabo,
or a rapper?
and you have to be good. Oh yeah, a rapper named Dabo would be like Young
Yeah.
Dabo, but it'd be
That'd
like
be the
Dab.
fourth
It'd be like
Migos.
Dab. It'd be like Dab dash O for a rapper for sure.
Well, it'd be you got Quavo, Dabo, Takeoff, and Offset.
Okay, I see it. I see the vision.
I like that.
I see the
Quavo
vision.
and Dabo.
I see the vision.
Yeah.
A little bit. All right. Who's your not the expert of the week?
My not the expert of the week is me because
whoa, this is the first self not the expert ever.
I lost my house keys 3 or 4 days ago, and I still haven't found them. So if anybody comes across some keys, please return them to me.
That's painful.
I didn't get into my house Friday night. Yes, so I had a scheduled tea time at like 8:15 in the morning. Titus, I'm locked outside of my house at 3:30 in the morning.
What?
I played golf with like 3 hours of sleep. Yeah, it was ridiculous.
The golf was that serious?
Yeah, it was. I was still getting up. Yeah, because I had to be at work at 2. So I had to start that golf game early.
Yeah,
it takes about 3.5 hours to play 18. So, yeah.
All right, then.
But, yeah. And then next day, I caught up on sleep. I slept like 13 hours.
Definitely me today after we get off this air.
Yeah.
But I'm good. I'm have so much energy. So much energy, guys. I'm so excited.
Yeah. But shout out to me for losing those keys because I honestly have no idea where they went. I have no idea.
That's one of the worst things ever, bro.
I lost them somewhere in between me locking the door to the apartment to me driving to my buddy's house.
Yeah, when you go to like all your spots and the thing you're looking for isn't there, the feeling of hopelessness is so deep. You hear all your spots. Okay, you put them here, not here. Okay, second spot, not there. Third spot, not there. Fourth spot. It's a hopeless feeling, bro. It hurts. Yeah. It hurts deep in the soul.
And I just need to address my mom commented on this. And she said, haha, you forgot where the hidden key is. It's 3:30 in the morning. I'm tired. I'm just trying to go to bed. And the reason why I'm at the apartment is because I left the key. So I was staying at my buddy's house that night because they were all out of town. And I told them, I'd watched outside. Like out of the 2 weeks he was gone, I stayed like 2 nights there. And this was one of the nights I was going to stay there and I needed to. But I'll leave my apartment to go over to his. Yeah. I get there. What happens, Titus? I don't have the key because I left the key at the apartment. So I got to drive all the way back across town to go get the key out of my apartment. But then when it comes time to open up my own apartment, I can't find my own key.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. I need to recap.
Yeah.
So you were house sitting for your homie.
Yeah.
But you only went 2 days out of 2 weeks?
Well, no. I didn't stay there. I'm saying I would go there.
Drop in.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
So you went and you forgot the keys to his place at your place.
Yeah.
And you forgot your keys somewhere. You lost your keys.
I lost my keys.
In the place.
Yeah.
So then you couldn't complete the objective. Yeah. So you was locked out of 2 places?
Yes, I was locked out of 2 places at 3:00 in the morning, Titus.
Yo, that's terrible.
No, it really did.
That's so awful. I'm sorry. Like. Being locked out is terrible, bro.
I mean, that's why I had to nominate myself as not the expert of the week.
It's awful. There was one time I got home late, and I didn't have a house key on my keys, so the door was locked. It was like 2 a.m, and like we got a garage and everything. It was like 2 a.m, so I closed the garage. I try and open the door. Door's locked. I know the front door is locked. Front door's always locked. Back door's always locked. So I'm like, what I'm gonna do? Because I didn't want to wake them up by knocking on the door at 2 a.m. So I was like, I guess I'm gonna have to sleep in the car. Like I texted my dad and like maybe he's up, and then eventually someone came and got me within 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like yes,
I've slept in my car twice because of that. So I've really been for a while. I couldn't sleep like through a whole night. Yeah. I would always wake up about halfway through. I'd sleep like 4 hours, wake up, and then so usually I would get up and I would just like drive around town, like listen to a podcast because I hate just sitting at home. Like if I have nothing to do and I'm just sitting at home, usually I'm just gonna go hop in my car and like drive around and listen to music or podcasts.
Yeah.
So I did that, and I went to a gas station too, like to get a snack. In between like that 30 minutes I was gone, my dad had woken up, saw the door was unlocked, and locked the door, and I didn't have and I only brought my like car key with me, and so that happened twice, and so I just had to sleep the other 4 hours in my car until somebody woke up.
That's so terrible.
Yeah,
that's so terrible.
It's the best.
Yeah. My not the expert of the week is Troup County. The whole thing, the whole county. Y'all done made the New York Times for the Ro-Ro. Are you kidding me? Why are we in the New York Times?
Titus.
I heard we were in the New York Times, and I said, okay, let me look this up, because hopefully this isn't right. I'm looking through the list. I don't see LaGrange, Georgia. I see LaGrange, Indiana. I'm like, did someone confuse LaGrange, Indiana, and LaGrange, Georgia? They saw LaGrange and panicked. But then I swear, I'm like, Troup, GA. I'm like, oh my goodness, that one got the whole county. Whole county, they got caught up in the New York Times because of the Ro-Ro. So all of you are not the experts. Wash your hand. You see this? It's sanitizer. Get you some. Wash your hands.
You ever heard of
That's all.
anything? You ever heard
That's
the
all I wanna say.
phrase, there's no such thing as bad publicity, Titus? You need to paint it as LaGrange, Georgia, our little small town, made the New York Times. Can you believe that?
Troop County made the
That's
New York
awesome.
Times. Troop County made the list. LaGrange didn't.
Shout out Troop County. Started from the bottom, now we here.
The tri-area,
Top
tri-county
10.
area. I don't want that. I don't want that.
Actually, we're number 11. We didn't crack the top 10.
Yeah,
but
I don't want that.
We're
I don't want
number
that
11.
publicity. That is bad publicity.
We're on the bubble. We got to sneak in.
We're gonna be in a bubble.
We're gonna be one of the.
We're gonna be in a
last
bubble
four in.
before this. We're gonna end up in a bubble before this is over. Gonna bubble us off. We want the small towns. They'll forget about. They were right about us in 30 years, like the town that never gonna escape the bubble. That'd be us in like 30 years when Rona's gone, because they didn't let us leave telling stories. The oral history of Troop County. It's awful. Y'all get it together, man. Y'all got us on lists and stuff, and not for good stuff. I hear on New York Times lists. Okay, I'm sorry. That's my not the expert of the week. The whole county.
We're number.
See you
11.
in December, Troop.
We're number 11. We're number 11.
I will see you in December, Troop. Troop County. So our next segment.
We don't know what the next. Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Our next thing we're gonna talk about is
mine's so delayed.
a classic lyric. Bad decisions, good intentions. This is in case you didn't know, Kyrie Irving, the NBA Players Association Vice President,
which we got the quote.
Yeah, he said the NBA and Kyrie Irving. So yeah, that's facts. No problem.
Sorry.
Yeah, so Kyrie kind of made news this week by saying by kind of questioning coming back for the NBA. The NBA coming back.
Kyrie being, man, what? Kyrie's like a habitual. What's that? Man, what's the word I'm trying to think of? Somebody who's always going against you, or what? You know, they gotta. Yeah, that's what he's a habitual contrarian.
He is.
Would you disagree with that?
I don't disagree with that. Kyrie is like one of those super thoughtful people but he don't think everything all the way through.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like the thoughts are there. You're on the right track, and then they say one thing that derails it a little bit. But I actually do. I like the title that we made for this, Bad Decisions, Good Intentions, because I actually understand what he's saying here. We got the quote up there. He said, "I'm willing to give everything I have for social reform. I don't support going into Orlando. I'm not with the systematic racism and the."
I probably should have bleeped that out, but you know, we keep it real on Not the Experts.
Yeah. So Kyrie's main concern with coming back is basically he thinks that with everything going on, basketball coming back will distract people from the issues going on outside with the fight for police reform, Black Lives Matter, and everything. He thinks they'll distract from that. So he doesn't necessarily want to come back, want the NBA to come back because of that. I get where he's coming from. I get where he's coming from, which is why he has good intentions. He's not meaning anything bad. But the problem is, realistically, this stuff isn't going to get solved in off season. It's just not. Like, if you're willing to sit out, now how long are you going to have to sit out for this? Because this stuff has been going on for decades, and it's not going to get solved in a few months. It's just not. Might be pessimistic to some people, but it's just the reality of it. Like, this stuff has been built into this stuff has been ingrained for years. So I don't think sitting out for one off season is going to change anything like that. But I understand I understand what he's saying. I just don't think it's the best way to go about it. I wouldn't even necessarily call it. Bad decision makes a good headline, but I don't necessarily think it's a bad decision. I think it's just like it's not well thought out. I don't believe. Honestly, I just don't think it's that well thought out.
Yeah,
that's how I feel about it. What you think?
Well, what I think is I'm ready for sports to be back. Okay, so that's number one.
It's not about you, Levi. We've said this. We did a whole show saying it's not about you. So
second point is I agree with you, but also too, I mean, LeBron has pushed back on this because it's pretty much, hey, we have a platform here. Let's use it type of thing.
Yeah, and another thing with me is that the NBA has been very accommodating for a lot of players being able to express themselves in ways that they want to. So I feel like if there's any league that would be fine with you using your platform, it's the NBA. Mm-hmm. You know, most of all, because they've always been supportive. Well, since Adam Silver's been there, they've been very supportive of the players doing things like this. Mm-hmm. So, or speaking out for things that they believe in. So I think it's not going to take away anything from it because you're still going to have a chance to use your platform. So use it. So, I mean, I don't think going away is going to solve anything. I really don't. So I feel like they should come back. But Kyrie also said later, Chris Haynes got this quote. He also said that, I want to pull it up exactly. He basically Well, not based. I'm pulling the quote up. Oh, we
right
got
there.
it?
We got it
Oh,
on the
sweet.
screen.
Okay,
We
yeah.
got it on the screen.
He said, if it's worth the risk, then let's go and do it. But if you're not with it, that's okay too. That's kind of small. I'm sorry, I lost it. Oh yeah, but if you're not with it, it's okay too. We've got options for both ways. Let's just come to a middle ground as a family. And that quote didn't blow up as much as other things did because it's Kyrie, so it's easy to just make headlines about him because Kyrie said a lot. I mean, he said the earth was flat, man. Like Kyrie he be out there. So
before you wanted to name this bad decision, good intentions, I really thought we were going to go with sort of right message, but very wrong messenger. that's the caption I had in my mind on this.
Yeah.
But we got a comment, and this is pretty much what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say his comment. Frog back at it. I see his point. Although I will say that I think sports brings people together. Also, Kyrie knows that his team has like a 0% chance of being competitive for a title.
Well,
I want to see what he would say if Kevin Durant was lacing up next
Kyrie's
to him.
not playing anyway. Kyrie
he
can't play. Yeah, he's still.
Yeah, he just had surgery.
Yeah, he still can't play. Yeah, so
I think that's kind of right. If he would have been in it, I think he'd be more for it. But also,
he's such a different cat though that I can't really say that. He's such a different dude. Like the man won the championship and was just sitting in the locker, like, you know.
Yeah,
he's a really different guy. If Kyrie just retired randomly tomorrow, I wouldn't be surprised. He's so different.
Yeah, he's very different.
Yeah,
I like Kyrie Irving. I think he's very good basketball player.
He's one of my favorite players to watch, just on the court.
Yeah,
honestly.
I think
he's so exciting.
If Kyrie Irving wasn't Kyrie Irving, as in being, off the court Kyrie Irving, and if he just stuck to focusing on basketball, he'd be the greatest point guard in the league right now, in my opinion.
No, but I hear you. He does he does a lot of good stuff. I mean, Kyrie does a lot of he has a lot of good stuff. I think he's a well-meaning dude. He's just one of those, like I said, he's a contrarian and one of those like question everything you know type people. Question just and not question it for any reason. Just to question it.
I don't know if I could give an example for this, but for sometimes I get the vibe from Kyrie, just how he acts is. I'm not calling him a miserable person, but
no, he's no, you can do it.
Okay.
No.
Him
and KD are two of the most saddest people I've ever met.
Okay, sweet. So exactly. So this makes perfect sense, Titus. Yeah. You know the famous quote saying, "Misery loves company."
That's why him and KD want to play together.
Well, yeah, and that's why Kyrie's like, "Look, I didn't make the playoffs, so none of y'all should be in the playoffs.
The Nets are in the playoffs.
Let's end the season. Let's focus on something bigger."
The Nets are in the playoffs, though.
Do what?
The Nets are in the playoffs.
What are they, the 8 seed?
No, I think that's a little higher than 8, actually. The Magic got the 8 seed. The Magic got the 8 seed.
Okay. Yeah. Well, anyways, I think he's just being the contrarian. I see his point, but when it comes to sports has done a lot more for our society and culture. I think it has.
Has it, though?
I think it's unified us more instead of dividing.
Has it, though?
Titus, I'm wearing a jersey of a black guy. Like, but I mean, I don't see how, like,
not you specifically, but a lot of people like black athletes until black athletes start saying things.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're right about that.
Yeah.
But I guess sometimes I think too much from my own perspective.
Yeah.
But I like to think that a lot more people share my perspective than what is being portrayed.
I understand that.
Because I still believe it in the end with everything that's gone on. I like to believe, cast away the media, the social media especially. I think a lot of the more normal people who actually take rational, perspectives and decisions on things, I like to feel like they think more like us, instead of it's a bunch of people who hate. So I just think, man, I would love to go, hang out with my friend. I would just love to have for something us all to get excited for, sit down together and watch.
I get it.
And talk trash about it.
And one thing about this, if the NBA doesn't come back, Bobby Marks tweeted this. He's one of those salary cap masters. The money that will be lost if the NBA don't come back, y'all contract's gonna look different. So it's Bobby Marks' tweet. He said players have the right to do as they choose. However, the economics on not playing are devastating. $1.2 billion in lost player salary, 35% of total pay. And then the NBA also have leverage to tear the CBA up if they don't come back. And $2 billion lost in league revenue. So the salary cap will be destroyed. The owners can renegotiate the CBA, which can change the entire face of the league, the way it's shaped right now. And also on top of that, the players, if they've been paid more than players that pay more than 65% of the salary, we have to pay that money back. Pay some of that money back. The lost money. Who's trying to pay money back?
Nobody.
No, nobody on this planet wants to pay money back. We don't like taxes. No, not happening. So it's a long lasting ramification to not coming back. And you can't ignore that. I know we like to say things are bigger than finance. We can't ignore that financial aspect of it. And guys at the bottom of the league, towards the bottom of the league, their salaries have been cut more than the max salary guys have. So players, y'all don't come back, your leagues might not. Y'all might be making $12 million next year instead of like the 45 y'all make. So just be wary of that. But yeah.
Before the show, me and Titus were talking about...
Are you going to try and spin cycle that? Go ahead.
So before the show...
Go ahead.
Are we done with bad decisions?
Yeah, we can go on there.
All right, this is a perfect segue.
You can try it. It's not going to work.
We didn't even plan it.
It's not going to work.
ML boo.
Yeah.
Boo. Where's the MLB at? Where's baseball at? Still not here. Because
it's coming back, man.
Because the billionaire owners and the players, they can't decide on what they want. And before the show, I'm trying to tell Titus how frustrated I am. I just want to see some baseball. And that both sides are being stupid. But
I did agree with that point.
Starting to say...
I did agree with that point.
Do what?
I did agree both sides are being a little extra.
Yeah, you did agree.
I said negotiating in public is stupid.
I took the side of the owners, and Titus just ripped me. He was like, you're for the billionaires? They got money. If they really wanted to pay them, they could pay them. Blah, blah, blah.
No, they can pay the event staff. You said you tried to bring in the event staff.
No, I'm saying that... no, you said who's losing money. And I said, well, think about the people who work the stadiums, the event staff and all that. They're losing money.
They can pay them.
All right, yeah, but you brought out how the NBA owners are going to be losing money if they don't start back up.
No, the players are going to lose money. That was player salary.
Yeah, because why? Because the owners will be losing money too.
Everybody will lose money in that situation. It's not a good comparison. You know, it's not a good comparison.
Yeah, but the MLB's losing money too.
The MLB
because they can't sell tickets or concessions.
Listen, there's no CBA. Their CBA is done though. The NBA can rip up the CBA. They can actually rip the CBA up. They can't do that in baseball.
Yeah, because it's done, right? At the end?
Yeah, they have a law that I think the way it works is if they don't come back, they can tear the CBA up. They don't tear the CBA up. That's not going to happen in baseball.
Oh, nice.
That's not going to happen in baseball. Because in baseball, the commissioner has the final say-so over when they're going to come back or not. So the owners keep trying to make the player. The owners sent the players the same offer 4 times, bro. They sent the same offer 4 times.
Well, I mean, because
4 times.
Yeah,
we're not stupid, bro. We're not signing this track. We told you once we're not signing it. Told you twice we're not signing it. Told you 3 times we're not signing it. You send it to me again. Leave me alone. Go away. I don't want to talk to you.
Will you pull up the quotes or whatever? What do I have on MLB? Oh, okay, here we go. MLB season update. So on Saturday, like Titus has said, each side is pretty much just throwing the same thing at each other, and then they follow it with, we're not renegotiating it. You know, this is our last offer right here. This is the final one. But yeah, they just keep sending it back to each other.
MLB PA hit him with a COB. Hit him with a close of business.
Yeah. And so the MLB, the owners, they sent their last...
The owners pretended the offer was different. This is what I've been told.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, pretty much looks like the same. It's just like cuts down a little bit on the games, I think.
Yeah, I texted my boy, and he's what he told me. He's a baseball fan. Shout out to Josh. He said they made the same offer 4 times, pretended it was different, and then threw a fit when the players gave up being treated like they were idiots.
Okay.
That's what the owners did.
So on Saturday, the MLBPA rejected the owners' latest and probably final proposal, which has pretty much been the same proposal. They just keep like shaving off a little bit of games.
Yeah.
But they've kept the prorated salary at 80% pretty much.
Keep cutting.
So Titus has the view that they're taking 2 pay cuts.
They are taking 2 pay cuts.
I have the view that they're just taking 1 pay cut because they agreed in their CBA that they were going to take a prorated salary. So that's not necessarily a pay cut. You're going to get paid for the amount of games that they play. But then they just need to cut back 20% on the prorated.
Why? It's already prorated. Why are you cutting back on me again? You're not taking my money twice.
Well, I mean, if you take into account, I forgot the percentage. I should have had it on here. But ticket sales and concessions, they cover a lot.
It be 10 people at baseball games, dog. It be 10 people.
Nah.
Yes, it is. You see them.
Gone to a Braves game
You ever watch a Wednesday afternoon game on ESPN?
You must be watching like the Chicago White Sox or something.
No. Have you ever accidentally scrolled by and had like a 3 o'clock afternoon game on a Wednesday?
Yeah, I'll watch those games.
It's 10 people there.
Yeah.
They're making $5 in concessions. Once you count, once you have found
$5 doesn't buy you anything at concessions.
bro, once you count in the price of the machines, they make about $5.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't want to hear it.
So pretty much MLBPA said, no, we're not taking this 80% prorated and these 72 games that the owners threw out there. But then the end of the statement was, it's time to get back to work. Tell us when and where. So, and like you said, Rob Manfred, he has the power to just go ahead and say, you know what, y'all can't decide. Well, we're playing 50 games anyways.
Right.
So that's what's going to happen. They're just going to play 50 games. And I don't care by this point, but I am mad.
They're coming back, though.
Do what?
They're coming back.
No, they're coming back. And let me tell you why. I'm about to spin cycle this. Ready? Okay. So this whole time, Titus, I thought I wanted baseball back, right? But now, I was thinking about it the other night. I don't want baseball back. You know why?
Why?
Because everybody's already written it off. If we're just going to play 50 games, nobody's going to count this. You're going from 162 games to a 50-game season. Everybody's going to think this is not real. Like, it's not a real World Series winner. Nobody's going to care. And guess who's going to win the World Series this year?
Not y'all.
The Braves. That's what will happen. That we'll finally get our World Series that we've been begging for since 95. And, of course, it's going to go to us, and it's not going to count. That's how it's going to go.
Well, you could also take it as when the eventual...
So I don't want the MLB.
So you also take it when the eventual Braves heartbreak comes, you're also not going to have it.
Well... Sure, whatever. But so with the Braves though, we just signed Cole Hamels, an older pitcher. This means his demand is going to be cut, so that's good for us. He's not going to, he's going to have more days to rest or not as many games to play on the arm. Also, we have pretty much one of the youngest all-star driven teams. To me, in my opinion, a young team is going to benefit more than from a veteran team in a shorter season. So, because with the less preparation you have, they're not going to, haven't had really a spring training or anything. There's not that much you can do at home working on baseball. So, I think the younger guys are going to benefit more than the veterans. And so, I could see it. I could see the Braves getting hot, at the 40th game of the season, right into the playoffs, we win, but there's going to be a huge asterisk next to it. We're going to be like, woo, we won the 2020 World Series. And that'll be and then another 30 years, we might get another one.
What was the score of that last playoff game they played?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, okay.
But that was Titus was the most Atlanta thing ever. I mean, everything, it's all the way, even though I'm not a Georgia Bulldogs fan, that's the one thing I'm not a homer in.
Yeah.
The way they lost to Bama in the national championship, Atlanta. The way the Falcons lost to the Patriots in the Super Bowl, Atlanta. The way the Braves got knocked out of the playoffs this year by letting up 13 freaking runs in the first inning, Atlanta.
That was a wild.
And we can't even get the respect of being one of the worst, cursed sports cities either. People were like, "Oh,
bro, the city's too nice.
You got Atlanta United." I don't care about soccer. None of us care about soccer. Okay,
that's the only thing that holds you down. That's a you problem.
Get out of here. And I knew it too. Somebody asked me that. Michael, my boy Mike.
Bro, here's the thing. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut off your rant.
No, I was just gonna say he was gonna ask me. Was that year that we were making the run? No, it was the first year, and Atlanta United was really good. I think we won in our second year.
Yeah,
and he was like, man, it looks like Atlanta United is going to bring, Georgia its first championship in a while. And I was like, it won't count. I said, it's going to happen. They're going to win the cup in the next few years, but it won't count. Not in my book, and it doesn't.
Your book sucks, so whatever. Here's the thing, Levi. Atlanta doesn't get to be a cursed sports city because Atlanta's too nice of a place. Atlanta is kind of the leader in hip-hop right now. It has Waffle House. It has lemon pepper wings. Wet. It's too nice of a city to be allowed to be cursed. Cursed cities got to be places that are trash and also bad at sports, like Cleveland. You don't get to be a nice city.
I already knew that. I knew that was coming. But Cleveland's not cursed anymore.
Yes, they are.
They got their NBA Finals championship.
Yeah, but they're still cursed because they're not going back.
And they got Odell Beckham.
Yeah, I saw that one last year, right?
Yeah.
Okay, they got Jimmy Haslam's the owner. They're done for. Yeah. That team's done for. Atlanta didn't get to be cursed. They're too good at other things.
Who has it worse than us? I mean, Cleveland won a championship, so let's throw them out let's
Atlanta's
throw them
won
out.
a championship. It's been a
In
while.
95.
It's been a while. Got there. You did
And the Atlanta Braves are painted as
here's the
they're the baseball team of the 90s, and we still
some
only won
reason.
one World Series.
Yeah, that's always confused me.
We had the best pitching trio in all of baseball, and we won one World
That's always
Series.
confused me. If y'all didn't inflate the ego of that 90s team, it wouldn't be so bad now. If y'all didn't pretend like they were so much,
But we were
so great.
We were legit though.
And one
We were
World
legit.
Series. How legit are you with one World Series?
No, what?
You know,
That's a good
I'm just
point.
saying.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Salute to the 90s Braves, though. I was low-key. I was kind of like a Braves fan back then. But then eventually I realized I just don't care about baseball. So
The Braves.
Yeah.
Oh, and too,
What's up?
the Atlanta Hawks,
They're on the come up,
win,
bro.
72 games, win however many
66.
games, 66 games.
Yeah.
And, of course,
You saw that.
couldn't even make it to the. We all knew it was coming, Titus.
mean, they
but we
didn't
just
have
had to enjoy it during the regular season because we knew it was going to happen
Look,
in the
man, when your
playoffs.
best player is Al Horford, your ceiling is only so far.
Al
so
Horford wasn't our best player.
Who was it?
Jamal Crawford was.
He wasn't the best player on the. He wasn't on that 61 team.
Was
think
that
about-
the year after?
You think about the highlight
yeah,
factory.
yeah.
You think about the highlight. You went way. You think about the
No,
highlight
it
factory.
was Kyle Korver. That's who it was. Kyle Korver was the best one on that team that year.
Okay, so now we just
Yeah.
saying anything. We saying anything on this platform now. That's what's up. So I think that covers baseball. Baseball's so boring. But I will say that the negotiations.
and
I do want to say the negotiations have actually been more fun than any baseball game would have been this year.
the what?
The negotiations have been more
No,
fun than any baseball game would have been. And I like how this is like a lockout before the lockout. Cause that 2021 year, y'all might look used to it because y'all having baseball in 2021 or 2022. This CBA negotiation is gonna get ugly. It's gonna get nasty.
Yeah, it is.
So I'm excited for that. I want them to tape that. So you have a comment you want to read?
Well, I got a fact check here
Okay.
because I was thinking this too.
Mm.
Pretty sure. Nah, never mind. They got to the World Series. I was going to bring up the Cleveland Indians.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they got to and lost. Yeah. The only team
they
that
lost.
won the championship was the Cavs. Oh, excuse me, LeBron and Kyrie.
Yeah.
So, we'll move on now. I know you changed it earlier and then you had to switch back because we got back on it. Sorry, Clay. I know. I saw it. I saw it happen. NASCAR and them flags, dog.
Them flags. You got the green flags, the checkered flags, and the Confederate flag.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what you got. So Levi, NASCAR said this week they're banning the Confederate flag from the races, right?
Yeah.
What'd you think about that? I think, yeah. You want me to start? You were more comfortable if I started.
I feel like I'd be safer if you started.
Okay. So my thing with I'm gonna tell my perspective growing up in the South. I'm from Georgia, so like I've always been kind of numb to the Confederate flag just because I see it around and I see it. I never understood it, but I've always been numb to it in general. And also this is gonna get me on some kind of list, but flags like these superficial symbols of patriotism or whatever the Confederate flag is supposed to be a symbol for, because it doesn't exist anymore.
Mhm.
So can't be patriotism. They don't move me at all. Like I don't see a flag and think I don't see the American flag and think anything.
Mhm.
I didn't see the Confederate flag and think anything until people started getting mad about the Confederate flag. I'm like,
Mhm.
oh well, apparently y'all got deep issues there. Flags are just like it's just a thing. It's a piece of cloth that honestly doesn't mean much to me, bro. The only flag I fly is not the expert's flag, and we ain't got a flag, so.
Bro, have you seen how expensive flags are?
How expensive are they?
Bro, I wanted to get a not the expert's flag. It's like $200.
What?
Yeah,
It's some cloth, bro. It's cloth.
Yeah, exactly.
That's wild. But for me personally,
They flagging out here.
for me personally, flags just don't mean much. So like, but I also but that's not to say I don't understand why people are against the Confederate flag, because that flag represents a lot of nonsense and a lot of that flag represents a lot of hate. If you go back and you read some of the things that were said in the Confederacy when the Confederacy was started, if you go back and read some of those things, it's brief history. Confederacy didn't last that long.
Mhm.
The history of the Confederacy is longer than the Confederacy was. That's kind of wild. When you really think about it, like the legacy is lasting. That thing lasted like less than 10 years.
Yeah.
So I get the negative reaction people have towards it, and I understand it, especially when you see the way some people talk about it, you know, when they try and defend why they should have that flag. And I don't think everyone who flies the Confederate flag is a bad person or a racist, but I think some of the people's language Some people, now, like, because I don't do much generalization unless you like pineapple on pizza. I might generalize you, or cheese with strawberries. You're definitely getting generalized. I don't see the flag. I don't think everyone who has plastic flags is necessarily racist, but I do think you got to pay attention to the rhetoric and the reason some people have for it. Because that flag there's a lot of hate in the history of that flag, and it can't be ignored. You can say heritage is not hate, but hate is the heritage of that flag in a lot of ways. So like, I mean, if you want to get rid of it, cool. Like, I'm good with getting rid of it. I don't see why you would fight for it so hard. I don't get, like, if you're a fan of NASCAR, if you enjoy it like NASCAR, that's what you like. To be like, I'm not gonna be a fan anymore because I have a Confederate flag. It's just kind of weird. It's weird to care that much, to not be a fan of something because of that. That's it's a little strange to me.
Well, for some people, they really hang on to their personal principles or principles in general. Pretty strong, which is, you need those people out there. There's just some people, it's all about the principle, a thing. There's
no person you can argue with less than somebody who tells you it's about the principle.
Yes, exactly.
There's nothing to say anymore.
But it's the principle of it,
That's the ultimate, I don't really have a point, I'm just mad move.
So when it comes to the Confederate flag, for me, I share the same sentiment as Titus does, as in, it's a piece of cloth.
Yeah, honestly,
I mean, any flag. It's like, whoop-de-doo, like, it's a flag.
Yeah.
And, I mean, that kind of blends into with my whole views on standing and, like, kneeling for the American flag.
Yeah.
In my eyes, during the Star-Spangled Banner or whatever, as long as you're not, flipping people off and yelling and stuff like that, and you can do whatever. You can roll on the ground, lay down, take a little nap. I don't care. It doesn't, to me, it doesn't really matter, you know? So when it comes to the flag or the Confederate flag, when I was growing up, I grew up like 45 minutes to an hour from here, Meriwether County, shout out. Very poor county. And the demographic of where I lived, was pretty much the same. White people, black people, but y'all had, one thing in common. We were all poor, pretty much. And so being there, and it's really just kind of a backwoods town, very small, they're all small towns in this one county. You saw a lot of Confederate flags. Like, there's a lot of good old boys, or like, people who live there who are they're rednecks straight up, and they'll tell you first, like, they're rednecks. And I hate to, like, when somebody throws out the term redneck, a lot of people are just going to assume, like, that person's racist. It's a racist redneck. But what's funny is, being really young, whenever I first learned about the Civil War, which I know it had to be like the first grade or second grade,
right?
I would see the Confederate flag. It did, like, confuse me, kind of, like, as a first grader. I was like, aren't those the people who, like, fought for slavery or whatever?
Right.
And because it's just very, and whatever, just very dumbed down or watered down.
Right.
You're in first grade learning about history. But then as I got a little older, and two, I not only saw, white people wearing these T-shirts or had the flags in it, like, I saw black people too, like, wearing Dixie outfitters.
Ludacris is one at a concert.
And just growing up, I've always viewed it as more of, I never really did view it as a racism thing. A part of me did, because I knew the historical context of it and what it represented. But the thing too about the Confederate flag, I feel like it just, for a lot of people, it represents the tradition of the South besides racism. Like, racism's always the, stain that's going to be on it. But when it comes to, just a lot of people take pride in the South of, being a farmer or going hunting, not needing, the lavish things in life, just, good with the simple things and, killing their own dinner. Stuff like that, just living like the country lifestyle. And so for a long time, I have viewed the flag as that, it's just like, it's just the, the heritage or, the Southern tradition. And that's part of why I believe too, like, in the SEC, we like to say it means more.
They do love that.
When people ask me, they're like, who hate the SEC or are not from the South, and it's like, they make fun of it, like it just means more. Well,
Right.
I think the thing is that it's so stupid to say this too, because I'm not trying to paint as like, oh, pity us, like poor Southerners, but along with Black people, you could say like a marginalized portion like of the country or people is like the South because of racism and different things, and religion, but people like to point at like dumb rednecks, or like we're a lot of the butt of the jokes a lot. And so I think people who take that personally and don't like how the rest of the country views Southern America, they take pride in the things that they're good at. And so football just happens to be one of those lifeblood things for the South. It's like, we're better than you than that. So that's why it means more. Like, you can say whatever you have, on us. One thing you're not going to beat us in is football or killing a deer or, something like that. So yeah, the flag, to me, I've had that view. At the end of the day, it's NASCAR. It's a private company. They can say or do whatever they want. So you know what? If they're going to ban a flag, then that's their right to. But at the same time, you could argue that it's an American's right to, fly whatever flag they want. So yeah, I'm just gonna say that, but I'm okay with it. Like, ban it, you can ban it.
Don't get mad about your cloth.
It's just a flag.
Relax. Like,
It's just a flag.
Don't get mad about them taking your cloth drenched in very complex and mostly racist history away from you. It's okay. They still gonna race. Like,
yeah.
This is what gets me mad about stuff like this, right? What is this taking away from the actual event? The actual thing that you pay to see. What is it taking from it? What is it taking from it? No, I understand. But like, if it's not affecting the direct sport that I care about, why would I care if they take it away? It don't hurt me. I'm gonna be just fine. So I can't have a flag. Cool. Maybe I can see the race better without this flag blowing in the wind in my face.
Yeah.
Think about that. It's windy enough out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, okay, it's my knelt. Oh, guess what? There's a football game that's gonna happen right after that. I'm not even gonna remember this. Then the other thing was, I know, kind of off topic, but we're still on topic, but off topic with the anthem thing you were saying. Bro, when you had a game, don't have people be at the concession stand during the anthem anyway.
Yeah.
They're not even in their seats.
Yeah.
But they so uptight about what somebody else is doing.
Yeah.
Because the concessions, I seen it. They don't stop selling because the anthem's playing.
Yeah, exactly.
We getting you this popcorn, these nachos. You know what I'm saying? The Fox's wings at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out, those are delicious, by the way. Goodness great, those are some good wings. Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of how I feel about that.
Can I play devil's advocate for a second though on this?
Yeah.
NASCAR thing.
I feel like
Well, I'll just throw this out there because I mean it just came to me because I used to be a big NASCAR fan, but once Jeff Gordon left, I didn't really care. Yeah. And NASCAR gets made fun of a lot by a lot of people. A, for being supported, it's a redneck sport, but B, everybody's like, why would I want to spend 5 hours watching somebody take a left turn? So I feel like the people, So I feel like the people who really do love NASCAR and they make it like that's their weekend church is going to the infield of Talladega or whatever, and them flying the Confederate flag. Okay, I don't really think taking away the Confederate flag is going to be like, oh, they don't fly Confederate flags anymore. Okay, I'll go to a NASCAR race now. Or now I love NASCAR. It's like I feel like you either liked it or didn't like it, and this is just.
Oh yeah, no, it's not gonna.
I don't think people are.
I'm not gonna go watch a race
banging at the doors. I want to see them race.
I do, yeah. Like I do think it might raise a level of comfort for people to feel more comfortable around that.
I agree with that.
So like,
yeah,
maybe they'll go. I'm not going. It's too loud. I'm good. I don't want to go see that. I can't watch. There's too many laps, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna do this 500 times in a circle? 500? I can't watch Formula One, and sometimes they have like road tracks.
Yeah.
I can't even watch that. So like, I think it will create a level of comfort for people, and I think it's a good gesture for them because NASCAR's image, like I said, is drenched in the South, and a lot of the history. For black race has been kind of difficult.
Well, do you know why NASCAR was started or the history behind it?
Did they teach me that in Ricky Bobby?
No.
Okay,
wait,
I don't.
Wait, what was it? Was it the?
I don't remember.
I think they told about it.
I feel like they probably did.
Maybe. NASCAR was started by moonshiners.
Oh yeah.
So they had to build. They had to build cars that could, evade cop cars, and so they ended up racing their souped up cars,
Right.
you know.
Right.
And so that's kind of how NASCAR started. So yeah, it is a very Southern, rich, tradition in NASCAR. So I guess
it's a good move to try and get them kind of away from some of the stereotypes.
Yeah,
because black drivers kind of had it hard in NASCAR in general.
Oh no, so, I definitely agree.
Yeah, so like, it's a good move for them. So I understand why they're doing it. We'll see what else they do. Because I said I'm glad people making statements, but I want to see what happens going forward. I want to see businesses. Well, I don't want to get in. Well, I don't get into all that. But good.
I just want to say, at the end of the day, so I've been thinking about this a lot since everything's been happening, especially, everybody's making comments, or we're nitpicking comments. We're seeing who's making comments. We're seeing who's not, doing different,
right.
Who's doing the optics. But at this point, I feel like okay, all right, like we get it. Let's start doing something about it. You know what I'm saying? Because
that's where I was going. I didn't want to do. Yeah, that's why I was going with
if you're not on board yet, the person's not going to be on board. Okay, and we talked about this last week. I pointed out, I don't know why we're sitting here trying to convince. I feel like we're trying to make everybody get on the ship before the ship leaves. Well, you know what? You got to, get on it or, be left.
I think,
So it's time for us to leave and let's just start doing stuff about it.
I don't know if I said it last week, but at this point, if you don't get it, it's because you're choosing not to.
Yeah,
exactly. You're choosing not to get it.
Yeah,
if I don't get it, just we're done with them.
Yeah, but I'm just tired of the whole conversation about
I think they should get rightfully flamed for not, if they don't speak. I think they should get flamed for it if they're not speaking up or anything. But yeah, I want to see some action. Like, it's cool you're putting the money in, but are you going to look at your hiring practices? Look how many minorities you have in your company, what their ceiling is. Some places have minorities that also have an invisible ceiling within that company. Are you going to change your hiring practices? What are you going to do besides just giving money to organizations so they can do something? What are you going to do as an organization? That's the next step. And so yeah.
And
shout out to that.
I haven't done any research on it too, but I hate this. It's with everything. I feel like in this whole 2020 and all these crises that we've had, it's like, donate to this, donate to this, donate to this. And they're raising like millions and billions of dollars. But I don't think there's really any transparency in where these funds are going or like actual outlines of steps that we're going to take.
Well, I think for transparency purposes, some of them are very open up. Because I know things I've donated to, they're very open with it.
Yeah.
I've donated to a lot of the some of the bail funds, freedom funds. They're trying to make sure protesters are able to protest peacefully, and if they're arrested, they can get out. And they with the money that they have. So I think you can, if you look into it, you can find it. Because a lot of them they have to have that stuff on their site, or you can see where they send the money to, and then you can go to that website and then see where it's going.
Okay.
So you can do the research to find that. But you're right, donating money blindly is always kind of tricky. If you don't want to know where your money's going, go look it up. I always want to know where my money's going, except when I know where I spend too much and don't want to see my bank statement. Which happens. So yeah, I think that covers that. Yeah, that was good.
Oh,
you got another thing?
Well, I mean, I do want to which I have the NASCAR drivers' comments, which we won't get into that. Yeah. But I do just want to say this. Ray Ciccarelli is like the most perfect name to come out with that statement.
What's his name?
Ray Ciccarelli.
Wow. That is, I'm just assuming I already know what he said.
Ray Ciccarelli. Ciccarelli's his last name.
I already know what he stands. I'm pretty sure I know what he stands.
Oh, you haven't seen this?
No.
Oh, will you pull it up then? All right. Ray Ciccarelli. So he put this on Facebook. He said, well, it's been a fun ride and dream come true, but if this is the decision NASCAR is headed, we will not participate after 2020 season is over. I don't believe in kneeling during anthem nor taking people rights away. Rights to fly whatever flag they love.
Wait a minute. You quit your dream job over this?
Titus, the man's 50 years old. He only races in the truck series.
I thought it was a young dude. He's 50?
No, he's 50.
Oh, you don't even matter.
He's 50.
It doesn't matter.
He's
cool.
Only races in the truck series, which nobody watches. Like 5 people go to the truck one.
That's a fact.
Yeah, and his highest finish is 33rd.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Why you even get to make a statement?
Yeah, exactly.
Why are you need to find? You should have found a regular job years ago.
Yeah.
You know how happy his wife is. He's not going to races no more.
And it's his part-time job. He's a part-time driver.
You know how happy his wife is. He's not going to those races anymore.
Probably very happy.
About time.
Yeah.
Ain't won nothing anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which he has another quote. I don't know if I put it in there or not, but I don't know if it was the same one or people were just like going in on him, but basically his whole message. Oh, it's up there. Basically his whole message is pretty much, it's, a human's right to, believe whatever they believe and fly whatever they fly. And to racist Sorelli.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Racist Sorelli.
Gosh, every time. Go ahead.
It's great. It's great. I mean, I just think him coming out with that post and his name being racist Sorelli, everything was. I feel like the man was born for this.
Tell me he was.
The man was born for this Facebook.
Tell me his highest finish again.
33rd.
And it would be a Facebook post, by the way.
Yeah.
Because at first I was like, oh, it must have been a young dude that said this. No, it was okay. All right, 50 years old, not winning. 50-year-old perma loser.
Yeah.
All right, that's great.
Oh, so there now. Is there music over this? Somebody says something in comments about music. I think, I'm not sure.
I don't know.
But yeah, I could care less about the Confederate flag, but there are people that do and make them racist. Yeah. So it's like, don't cater to one group and not, it's just about catering to people,
Ray, I feel safe saying you sucked at your job. So your opinion on what they do doesn't really matter. So awesome. So I think that wraps up the show. That wraps up this. So let's get into I'm Not an Expert, but our last segment, usual last segment of the show.
Oh yeah.
I can have a multitude of things.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm not an expert, but you see the shirt is Silence the Shame. This is a movement, a organization that is looking to get people to not be ashamed of their mental health problems. If you have problems, do not be ashamed of that. People want to help you. Go out, get help. There are people looking out for you. I know Mental Health Awareness Month was last month, but I ordered the shirt last month, but it just came in. So Silence the Shame, support them. Look them up on silenceshame.com. I think it's the organization's name. I'll put the website in a link somewhere. So look into that, man. If you need help, don't be ashamed to ask for help. Do it, for real. Like, look out for yourself. Silence the shame, man. Don't be ashamed of struggles. We all have struggles. Yeah, that's what I got. Go ahead. I won't do all of them. I'll save some of them.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not an expert, but just love everybody. I love you. I hope you love me out there.
I thought you were going to do the Barney song.
I love Clay. I love Christina.
I thought you were going to do the Barney song.
Do I?
I thought you were going to do the Barney song for a second.
You
said it. You teed it up. And I'm like, okay, you're going to go into the Barney thing. And then you didn't.
I love you, and I love me some me. Is that how it goes?
That's what T.O. said.
Okay.
Yeah, it's close enough.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
But, yeah, everybody stay safe out there.
Facts that.
And, if you got time, slide into some of the MLB players' DMs and tell them, hey, let's get this thing on the road.
Well, they got to talk to Manfred now.
Well, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Tell Manfred to get that thing going.
Yeah, get it going, Manfred. So he can stop complaining about it every week. It's forcing MLB segments in the show. God. But thank you for watching, listening. We will not see you next week because of Father's Day. The week after that will to be determined because things are happening in life. We will let you know. You'll follow us on everything and you'll see what's up with us. The socials, Facebook NTE Pod, Not the Experts, Twitter NTE Podcast, IG NTE Podcast. That misses social media. YouTube, Not the Experts. Go subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. We have 37 subscribers. I want 40 subscribers by Tuesday morning.
We have a video that broke 100 views.
Yes.
Our
the video
Jake
broke 100 views.
Memorial service.
So thank you for that. A video got 143 we only have 37 subscribers, which means some of y'all math is funky. Let me do the exact math on that. 143 minus 37. That's 106 people that watched the video and not subscribe to the channel. I suggest y'all go back and subscribe. Tap the bell for notifications. That's what YouTube people say when they get the video.
Yeah.
Tap the bell for notification.
Yeah.
And then smash that like button. Yeah,
smash that bots.
Smash that like button.
We'll have to edit that bots and smash that button.
Exactly. Smash that like button too. So thank you all. Thank you, Butler Wilson Media Production Studios. I know I said an hour, but only 30 minutes late. So close.
Oh my God.
Close.
We said we were going to do like maybe an hour,
Bro,
even if it's 8:30.
What's poppin' took 30 minutes. What's poppin' took 30 minutes of the show.
Did we really take 30 minutes on what's? So I was getting on the Titus before the show about. I wasn't getting on.
Yeah,
to
we were
you,
talking about.
But I was like, you just need to pay attention because I was like, I watch the clock before we start every segment, And I did not watch see the clock once today.
I
did
knew you
not
weren't watching
acknowledge it once.
I didn't know you watched it because we be long and we have to show you like, oh, I didn't know the show was that long. Like, you never know how long the show is.
Never know.
So yeah,
we can really feel like, you know,
bro. If we get sports back, this show gonna be next level. We have done some amazing work with nothing.
It's gonna be 24/7, 365.
We have done amazing work with no content. We haven't had sports since we started this, bro.
And our shortest episode was what? Yeah. And
hour
absolutely
15.
no sports right there. Yeah. And that was still like an hour.
That was us talking about just emotions.
Yeah.
Like our emotion was the best. We're going to be lit. Listen. All right. So that's it for real. We out. Thank you. you